disgusted. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm disgusted. I can't believe they did that to him. Abel, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that they did that to you. Like, I'm disgusted. I'm literally coming in close to tell you guys that I'm disgusted. Disgusted. Nothing. You got a Grammy nomination for Yummy. There shouldn't be words coming out of your mouth. It only should be praises to God. No words. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I was just upset because, like, you know, the Grammys and racism is just like, and xenophobia is just like that. So, hey guys, welcome back to my hair review and lifestyle channel. My name is Agape, like the love, and today's video is going to be one to basically just talk about what happened yesterday. Yesterday was the Grammy nominations day, so it was the 24th, and they basically released the Grammy nominations for this year, for next year obviously, and it was just a mess. Like, there's no other word, like there's no other way to say it, but it was a mess, like an absolute mess. Regardless of who you're a fan of, it was just chaotic. It was just like everything was everywhere. And so today I figured, let's give it a day and then let's talk about it, let's dissect it. Before I continue, if you want to like, comment and subscribe to this channel if you like this content, don't be afraid to do so before it's too late. No, yeah guys, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the first thing that I do want to say, I want to start off with the absolute like horror of the ceremony. I'm saying ceremony, was just them announcing it, but the thing that absolutely got everybody was the Weeknd snub, and how blatantly obvious it was. Not only because he had one of the most successful singles out of this whole year, like Blinding Lights was #1 for so long. Not only was Blinding Lights incredibly huge, but After Hours, his album, was critically acclaimed as well. This was an album that wasn't just a small album here and there. People thought that The Weeknd was going to sweep, and when I say sweep, people thought that he was going to get, like, not even just being nominated, but people thought he was actually gonna win. Like, I'm talking about album of the year, I'm talking about record of the year, I'm talking about song of the year, I'm talking about R&B album, I'm literally all the different things that he could have been nominated in. Best music video, for like so many different categories. I thought he was gonna go, like, I thought yesterday he was gonna leave with like 6-7 nominations. So the fact that he left with none, like zero, not one, not two, nothing, like absolutely nothing. Everybody was like, this isn't okay, like this definitely isn't okay. And with The Weeknd, it's one of those things where, you know, with the Grammys, it's like, it's difficult to put someone into a category because obviously The Weeknd's black, right? But the Grammys just want to place black artists who make pop music. They want to place them in R&B, progressive R&B, what, when you know it's pop music, right? And so with The Weeknd, he's one of those artists that it's quite difficult to categorize him in. Like, and even best pop album, he should have been nominated in that one. Like, it's very difficult to categorize him in, like, it's not difficult, but for the Grammys, for the white people who sit and decide, oh, this is what the pinnacle of music is, for them, they get confused because they can't think. And so, yeah, so he's a pop, The Weeknd makes pop music. Like his previous albums, you could say they had R&B influences, but this album, After Hours, was a pop album, and it deserved to get all the acclaim that it did. And so everybody was really shocked. There was an article that came out like late, like I think it was this morning or last night, and it said that the Grammys made him decide between the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl performance and getting nominated at the Grammys. And like, people say he obviously chose the Super Bowl because we know that he's going to be host, like performing at the Super Bowl. But it's just like, what type of ultimatum is that? Like, that's absolutely disgusting. Like, I'm sick. Like, I'm actually disturbed. Like, hearing all the news, I was getting so sick to my stomach. I was like, this isn't okay. Like, how did they do this? Like, Why did they think this was okay? And why did they think we wouldn't like be upset? The thing is, you don't have to be that big of a Weeknd fan, right? You don't have to be that big of a fan to know that that's wrong. Like someone that was so, it was so obvious that they should have been nominated. Heck, he should have won a lot of those categories that he wasn't even nominated in. And the fact that he got no nominations, it's so upsetting. It's so sad. Like, no guys, it was just, I'm disgusted. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm disgusted. I can't believe they did that to him. Abel, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that they did that to you. Like, disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. The next person I'm going to talk about is somebody who should have just kept quiet, and they shouldn't have said anything. They shouldn't have said anything, because now they just put themselves into the crossfire on Twitter, especially on Twitter, and now there's nothing I can do. So the person I'm going to talk about is Justin Bieber, right? Okay, so if you're watching this video now, I posted a video earlier on today, and I was talking about Justin's Changes album. It's funny because I had made that video like 2 months ago, and it was just chilling in my like YouTube drafts, and I'm like, now is the time. But the thing is with Justin Bieber, he was nominated for 4 Grammys, yeah. So it's like pop, I think it's best pop song, like something like that, for Yummy, and then pop performance for Intentions, and then pop album for Changes, and then he got something for 10,000 Hours with Dan and Shay, right? For that feature that he did, right? We get that. And so, but the thing is, when these nominations are coming out, take in mind, The Weeknd wasn't nominated for anything, right? You have to keep that at the back of your mind. You have to give context to that, right? And so Justin Bieber's nominated for all these awards, and I'm thinking, wow, oh my goodness. And I see people on Twitter, but people haven't really like clocked, oh my word, Justin nominated and The Weeknd isn't, blah blah blah. They haven't clocked that, right? But then Justin Bieber does the thing that he shouldn't do. He actually does the thing that he shouldn't do. And what's that? He opens his mouth. So what he did, he posted on Instagram, and he posted this long thing on Instagram being like, oh, Changes was an R&B album, but it's being categorized as a pop album, and I worked really hard on the sounds and on all of these things, talking about Changes wasn't an R&B album, right? He says his piece, right? But then rightfully so, people were like, I don't think so, because as much as I love Justin, as much as I love Justin, and I will stand with Justin, Changes was not, you can't categorize Changes as solely R&B, like as R&B even, because there's so many, it's literally more pop with R&B sounds, and that's pushing it, because just because you have black features on your album doesn't make it R&B. Like Intentions with Quavo, that is pop, that is a pop song, that's a pop song. Like, are you okay? That's a pop song. Yummy, that's a pop song. All the big singles, if you wanted an R&B album, the song that you pushed shouldn't have been Yummy. It maybe could have been Come Around Me, but then it wouldn't have been as big because it's an R&B song. Do you see? It was just making me mad. In my opinion, he should have just posted with the prayer emoji, thank you so much for the nominations, I'm honored, and go. Because why? The fact that he opened his mouth and he started saying all these extra things, when you have to keep in mind, other artists that we love, they should have gotten nominations and they didn't. So now you know who they're gonna point the finger at, and it is unfair, right? But you know who they're gonna point the finger at? You, because you didn't, because you should have kept quiet, but you didn't, and you wanted to start talking, blah blah blah, and now they're like, oh, you know who didn't deserve it? You. So like, and now I can't even defend you, Justin, because you were just saying a whole bunch of things that you shouldn't have said. You should have just kept quiet and ate your food and celebrate your nomination with your wife. Like, that's all you should have done, and you didn't. And I was just very annoyed, because I was like, Justin, you got a Grammy nomination for Yummy. You shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be talking. I don't want to hear it. Nothing. Nothing. You got a Grammy nomination for Yummy. There shouldn't be words coming out of your mouth. It only should be praises to God. No words. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I was just upset because, like, I like you, Justin, but sometimes you just no. And also he was saying that it was like, oh, feeling grateful. I don't mean to be ungrateful, but the timing of it, no. At least let people mourn the losses for their not getting Grammy nominations. But the first thing that you say is, but actually, guys, I feel like it should have been in R&B category. It's like, no, that album wasn't R&B. Give it a rest. Anyways, give it a rest. Give it a. I can't believe I spent so long talking. Give it. Oh, you know who cleared it? Like, actually cleared. She left the Grammys with like. She left the nominations with the most. She left that evening with the most nominations. It's Beyonce. She actually ended up getting 9, which is actually insane. It's so funny that she got so many for Black Parade, because Black Parade isn't even like one of her best songs. But I feel like the Grammys are very weird in the sense where, like, I don't even know if she's gonna turn up, because like when she released Lemonade, and Lemonade should have won album of the year, but Adele's album got it right. And it's like one of those things that, and then they didn't come to the next Grammys, rightfully, and the next one they didn't go to, rightfully so, because the Grammys does that thing where they say they're going to nominate you, and they nominate you, right, but they do it so that you can turn up, and thus the viewership of the Grammys can turn up, and they just don't give you the award. That's what they did with SZA. That's what they did with Ari. Like, it was just, you know, and they do it with Beyonce a lot, so I don't know if she's gonna turn up. But the thing is, because Savage is nominated for like 2 awards, right? No, 2 or 3 awards. I think it might be 3. Because Savage is nominated for so many awards, I think they might perform Savage, and that would have been the first time that they perform it, and it would be insane. And so I think she might come, but we don't know. Like, we don't know. But Beyonce's sweeping. I'm glad she's sweeping. It's so funny because on Twitter everybody talks about how like Beyonce doesn't do enough promo of her work, but then you get artists who promo the heck, and I don't see your Grammy nominations. I think that's funny. It's kind of sad, but it's like, yeah. But the Grammys just, they give awards, I don't know, it's, the Grammys are just weird, guys. Another thing that's like noteworthy for me to talk about is the R&B section of the Grammys, and just, it's getting weird. It's getting very weird. Okay, so basically in the best R&B album, all the nominations were men, and sorry guys, there's a bird that just went by. All the nominations were men, and it's not to say that I'm angry that all the nominations were men. I'm kind of, but it's because it's very clear and it's very obvious that women dominated R&B this year. It's very obvious. Like, I'm talking about Summer Walker, I'm talking about Jineko, I'm talking about Kehlani, I'm talking about Brandy, I'm even talking about Tiana Taylor. So the fact that it was Giveon that was nominated, I mean, I'm sorry, maybe Giveon's nice, right? But it was the fact that it was Giveon, John Legend. It was all these other random names that I've never heard of before, right? It's like, what? Kehlani didn't get any nominations, and it was good until it wasn't. Was a really good body of work. I was just like, I'm so sad. Summer Walker, nothing. When it was the women that were carrying this genre this year, they were carrying it on their backs, but they got no awards. It was just like, it's just really sad to me. Like, it's sad to me. It's sad. Oh my god. It's like, why? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. I'm glad Tiana Taylor spoke about it, but to me, her album was a bit too long for me, and I don't think it was that enjoyable. I don't know if that's rude. Her previous album with Roses in Harlem, I did a reaction to it, but this album is too damn long. How many songs was on the album? 23. Are you exactly? Let's not. The KTSE, this album, child, I don't know if you lot can see it. this album I really liked, the one with Gonna Love Me, Issues, Hold On, Roses in Harlem, WTP, Never Would Have Made It. That album was amazing, and maybe Kanye West made points because like yeah, so her album was a bit long, even though she was the spokesperson for the genre in terms of like speaking about why they didn't get nominated. She had many points. I just don't think her album was the one that I would have been like the main rooting for, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah, it wouldn't have been hers. But guys, I am happy for so many different people. I'm so happy for Chloe and Halle. I really think that it's amazing that this album, UnGodly album, Grammy nominated. You know, I'm so happy that this was an album that the Academy recognized for its sounds. I'm so happy that Wonder What She Thinks of Me has a Grammy nomination. Like, that song alone is so incredible to me. If they perform, they have to perform that one, and it's like they're breaking out and they're doing it in their own way, and it's slowly, but it's going. I was gonna say it's progressive but it's like ciao, I just got an email. It's slowly, but like they're making their way, and I'm really proud of them for their age mates and people in their cohort. They really are like doing what they need to do, and I'm so happy. And I'm also really happy for Dua Lipa. 6 girl is clearing it. Like I'm so happy for that, and I'm so happy for BTS obviously with their nomination for Dynamite. It's gonna be like, oh, that's amazing. And I was so happy when they posted the little clip to see how excited they were when they saw that they were nominated for a Grammy. Like that's so incredible to me. I'm gonna be fingers crossed that they actually win that one, because it would be so insane to see. I don't know if that's one of the ones that they actually televised though, but it would be so insane to see them know that they have a Grammy. And yeah, but you know, the Grammys are, you know, the Grammys and racism is just like, and xenophobia is just like that, so we never know. But I'm really happy for them, and I'm super happy for Harry Styles with Fine Line. Fine Line was an incredible body of work. Like, it was impeccable, so I didn't expect anything other than the album being nominated like that. I don't know if it was nominated for Album of the Year though, and I thought it should have been as well. I can't remember. Hey, it was someone who is clearing these awards, clearing them is Taylor Swift. I had no, like, I believed she was gonna. Folklore deserves. I want Folklore to win Album of the Year. I feel it in my bones that it's going to win. I hope it does win. It was like critically acclaimed. It had the biggest success in terms of an album, in terms of sales. It deserves. I'm super happy. I'm super happy, guys. I'm very happy. Yes, T-Swizzle, Taylor Nation, Taylor Gang, let's go. I'm so proud of her. A friend to all is a friend to none. Get that Grammy, sis. Get the Grammy. Get the Album of the Year. Yeah. So yeah guys, thank you so much. Before I end, Megan and Doja, I can't wait to see. I personally think that Doja is going to get the Grammy for Best New Artist, just because I think she's more versatile and she's had more features, and I think she's more versatile, and I think she's the artist that the Academy is going to look at and be like, I think that's the Best New Artist. I just think that's gonna be the case, but I'm so happy for Meg to be. Meg has 4 nominations. I think Doja has 3, but it's like, I'm so excited for both of them, and I hope they both leave the night with at least one. Like, I hope they both get their Grammys, but I'm so happy for them. Like, I'm ecstatic. Like, I'm so elated for them. But yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, please comment, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm very interested to see and to hear what you thought like the snubs, what you thought. Like I'm very interested to hear about like your opinion with regards to who you thought should have won and who you thought maybe didn't deserve to. What I'm really looking forward to hearing your comments and your opinions about who you thought should have gotten a nomination and who you thought maybe didn't deserve to. I think it's going to be an interesting conversation, and so yeah, don't be shy to leave a comment down below, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.